Your final project this year is going to look a little bit different than previous years, and it's because we're doing stuff online. So I'd like to run you through what not to do in a presentation, some of the things I'm expecting, and some slides from previous years to show you what your presentations should look like. For your final presentation, you will be on a one-on-one Zoom call with me. I will allow you to share your screen and you'll be able to go through your PowerPoint just like you would in a normal presentation. And then I will upload them for everyone to see. Everyone will watch all of the presentations and then you will do a worksheet for every presentation. All of that is explained on Canvas. So some of the things to not do in a presentation. You should not say every other word. You should not say every other word. But on the other hand, you don't want to sound like you're reading from a script or that you are completely rehearsed. You really don't want to read the information directly from your slide. If I sit here and say, your slides should already have very few words on them, don't insult the intelligence of your audience. They can read. Do not just read your slides. There's no point in me talking. You can read it for yourself. Your slides should not have very many words. Now, obviously, if you were giving a presentation in class, I would tell you to not stand behind the desk the whole time. This time, all you have to do is sit in a chair, wear something nice from the top up, and you'll be good to go. You do want to stay within your time limit, which is in your syllabus. You shouldn't go over your time limit or under. You should try to be right at your time limit. You will be asked questions in part of the worksheet that you're going to do for me. Don't answer questions with I don't know. And if you do presentations in other classes, you really just need to say something more professional, like, you know, my research didn't answer that question, but if I had to take an educated guess, here's what I would think. Or I'll have to do some more research and I'll have to figure that out. Most of us have a nervous tic. I learned when I was in college that my nervous tic was wearing long sleeves and pulling at the sleeves. So even when I'm doing presentations to a video camera, I don't wear long sleeves. You also shouldn't speak too fast or too slowly. It's very easy if you're nervous, especially if you're doing a presentation in front of people, to speak really, really quickly and get through your slides so fast that you don't even know what hit you. It's also very simple to slow down so much that your audience falls asleep. Don't do either one of those. This is what a slide should not look like. It should not have a lot of words. It should be easy to read. This is a terrible slide. That's a little bit better. In fact, this is a lot better. Breaking things up into bullet points is really helpful. This is even better. Having pictures that you can point to that help you to remember what to say about a certain thing. Having several bullet points, but not a whole slide of bullet points. This is a really good slide. This is a really bad slide. You can't read half the words. Everything looks very weird. That, on the other hand, looks a lot better. If you use pictures from the internet, you also want to make sure that you cite them down in the corner of your, either the corner or the bottom of your slide. Just make sure that you tell me where your pictures came from so that you're not plagiarizing in any way. If we were in class right now, I would tell you to find all of the problems with this slide. Well, let me start by pointing out a few since we're not in class. This person clearly can't spell chemistry, or synthesis, or a board, or know how to use contractions correctly, or know the correct there. Don't do any of these things, please, for the love of God. Oh, that's even worse. No sounds. No. You also shouldn't put things one bullet point in at a time. Just pull it all up at once. Oh. Do you see why those are bad? It's like we're in a grade school presentation all over again. You are not in grade school anymore. You are in college. Ugh. All of your figures that you put in your PowerPoint should be readable. This figure here is blurry. It's not too bad, but it's blurry. Please make sure that all of your figures are ones that are easily readable and easy to see. I forgot how annoying this slide was. These are some slides from former students. This is an okay slide. It's got some words on it, but it's kind of boring. This one's pretty good. It's got some figures, although they are not referenced anywhere down in the corner or on the bottom. But it's a pretty good slide. This one's also not great, although it's not word packed very much. It is a little bit word heavy. This one's pretty good. What this person thought of chemistry before, that it had nothing to do with them. Well, that's pretty normal. I like the fact that they figured out that they were wrong. As a teacher, that makes me really happy. Not that they were wrong, but that they learned something. And that's what I'm asking you to show me in this presentation. I want you to show me what you have learned about the chemistry all around you. This is a pretty good slide. It's got a few bullet points. It's got a very good picture, and it's even got the reference. This one, lots of words, way too many words, way too many words. This one's pretty good, although I would suggest that this person subscript their 2's in the CO2, just to be technical. If you are using things like H2O, CO2, you do need to make sure that those are correct in terms of the chemistry. So CO2 would be subscript 2, and H2O would be a subscript 2 as well. Your presentation needs to be 10 to 12 minutes long. I think I took that down this year. Check your syllabus. I think it might be 7 to 9 minutes this year, but check your syllabus, please. I want you to tell a story. I want you to tell me what you learned about chemistry, how you see it now that you didn't before. There are 3 major sections to your presentation. I want an introduction, I want a section on chemistry in my life, and then I want to know how you're going to make your life more sustainable. Your introduction should be broad. It should tell a brief overview of your first weekend and your second weekend, and it should tell a story. For chemistry in my life, I want 3 distinct examples. They need to cover at least 2 categories of the class. And what I mean by that is that you can cover something in the what we eat section or the who we are section, but they have to come from 2 sections of class, not just 1. You can't just talk about carbon emissions for your entire presentation. I do want detail. So if you're telling me that you're going to lower your carbon footprint, tell me what it is now and what you hope it to be later. I want at least 2 changes that you can make in your life to make your lifestyle more sustainable. Now, obviously, most of us are not driving around right now. We are not really leaving our houses much. So that's not a practical change. That's a crisis change. I want practical changes. When I come back to campus in the fall, I'm going to X, Y, and Z. That's all I've got for you guys. Your presentations are going to be much better than that, I promise, because you will not do the things that I did on those slides. And you will do it well, because I have every faith in you. I hope you guys are willing to ask questions and reach out as you're writing these presentations. Please feel free to ask questions and to reach out to me in office hours. I'm more than happy to help. Have fun looking for the chemistry in your life, and I can't wait to see what you guys have learned.